Hello everyone, I'm Trina and welcome to my channel.
I'm not queer. I just live my life.
I started a weight loss journey. I just documented my weight loss journey, and now since I have lost weight, I love to get on here and give motivation and tell stories about my weight loss. Today is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be telling you how I dated a plus size man while I was plus size. While I was plus size, I was 220 pounds at this time. Dating a plus size man was something that I did not want to do. I know this sounds like, what? You were 220 pounds. My height was 5'4", so I was chunky. Some people would say, how could you say you don't want to date a plus size man, but you were plus size? Look, this is just how I felt. This was just a rule that I had, and I did not want to be with a bigger man. That's just how it was. But as I got older, I became more mature, and I just thought, why not? Like, I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, I don't think it's a big deal. I stopped thinking about it that way because it was mainly just appearance. I became more mature and I got over that. When I finally got out of this phase of I won't date a plus size man, all that stuff, I thought about what kind of plus size man would I date? Honestly, I only like the funny ones only. Like funny ones, the cool, laid back, chill ones. And so I thought about, if you ever watched the show King of Queens, the guy Doug, I thought that he was a pretty cool guy. I'm like, you know what? I would date a guy like him. I like the way he acts. Like he's very funny, get along with everybody, and I just loved his character. I'm like, you know what? I would date a guy like Doug. I think Doug has a really good personality, and I thought he was a handsome plus size guy. And I was like, you know what? This is a guy that I would date. This is someone I would like. I didn't necessarily find a guy like Doug. This is during the online dating era for me. Oh my goodness, I wish I could turn the clock back and just cut that part out of my life. It happened, so I have to live with that. It was actually pretty fun. I met some pretty cool people. And the guy I'm going to tell you about, he was pretty cool, but the majority, it was a mess. It was during the online dating era, and I met this guy. I don't know if I messaged him or he messaged me. We started talking. He was honest about his picture. He didn't put up a fake picture, which I actually had a guy do this before. I met up with a guy that put a picture of himself when he was younger, but when I seen him, he was plus size, and it was like, I didn't care that he was plus size. I just felt like someone lied to me. I felt like he wasn't being honest. But yeah, I was catfished by this guy. But anyway, we decided to meet up, and he was pretty cool. I liked his personality. It wasn't like Doug's personality, but he was a very chill, cool, laid back guy. He owned a meat market, ribs, lamb, all that meat and stuff. So we dated for a while. I really started to like him. I'm like, okay, I like his conversation. In the beginning, it didn't bother me at all, his weight, because I felt that he was such a cool person that I didn't look at him like, oh, you're big. I just got to know him, and I thought he was pretty cool. And he liked to cook, and I figured maybe that's where his weight came from. I just assumed that. He likes to cook and he owns a meat market, so I knew he was really into food, and that's something that he was passionate about. But that was the only thing I thought about his weight. I never looked at it as negative, like, oh, he's huge. I never looked at it that way. So after a while, we're going on dates and, we're seeing each other. And this was during the time that chicken sandwich from Popeyes was really huge and everybody was going crazy about this chicken sandwich. I was eating meat back then, and the way people act over a chicken sandwich, I thought it was just ridiculous. I thought it was crazy. I even heard that someone died because of this chicken sandwich, and I didn't want no parts of it. I didn't even want to taste it. When I first seen the commercial, it was like, okay, that looks good. But when I started hearing about how people are dying over it, fighting over a chicken sandwich, and how everybody was on social media, hey, try this chicken sandwich, oh my God, it's so good, I felt like it was just too much. When I would be going somewhere after work, I would see Popeye, the line around Popeyes wrapped around the building. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, this is not normal. And I don't even want to try this chicken sandwich. I don't even care for it. I still have not even tried it. Never tried it. Don't want to, because I felt like it was making people crazy, and I didn't like that. And I just thought, like, what? Like, why is everyone acting like this over a chicken sandwich? And so I think we were at a restaurant and we were talking, and I mentioned that to him. I told him, like, I think it's really crazy how people are acting over a chicken sandwich. It's not that serious. And you guys, he got offended. He was offended. As I'm talking to him, he's eating his food. He's not really making eye contact with me like he usually does. I kind of stopped talking for a second and I was like, I can't believe people are acting like this over a chicken sandwich. It's just a chicken sandwich. He put his fork down and was like, I can't believe that you think a chicken sandwich is just a chicken sandwich. And I was shocked. I was like, I didn't know what to say. And I was just thinking to myself, like, did you not just hear me say someone killed someone over a chicken sandwich? That was a red flag for me that he said that. Like, he was serious and was like, I can't believe you would think like it's just a chicken sandwich. And I'm like, I didn't know what to say. I was kind of just stuck. And I was like, so you think that's okay for people to act like that over a chicken sandwich? And he kind of ignored that part. And he started to go into detail about a chicken sandwich. And I'm like, okay. It sent off a red flag for me, but I thought about it and I thought, you know what, he is a cook, you know, he owns a deli, so he really takes pride in, you know, food and stuff. So after that, I just changed the subject to something else, you know, after he was explaining about a chicken sandwich and, you know, like he was really passionate about chicken sandwich. Like, and I'm not sure if he tried it yet. I didn't even bother asking because I see he was offended by it, so I just left that alone. And I changed the subject to something else. But that was a red flag for me and it made me look at his weight then. I don't think he agreed with the violence that was about the chicken sandwich. I still liked him, but this is what made me look at his weight and I kind of just was not really feeling him too much. I was not really into him as much, but I did still like him. So I would still text him, you know, we would talk on the phone. I would be really short, distant, like, hey, how are you? You know, one word text. Because that was something that was like, why do you think this way? But I did still like him, so I still gave him my time and I would still talk to him. And the funny thing is, when I was plus size, I would exercise and dieting was always something I wanted to do. But when I would date a guy, not a plus size guy, but like a smaller guy, I would always feel like, oh, I need to go to the gym. This is why it's very important to work out and lose weight for you and not for anybody else. Because when I would date smaller guys, I would feel like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to look good for him. You know, I would do it for myself, but it would mainly be because I'm in a new relationship with this guy. He's smaller, so you know, let me try to, you know, change my body or try to look good for him. This is how I used to think. And not one time did I ever think to do that with him, because I felt like he's plus size, I'm plus size, we're good. But after that chicken sandwich incident, I did think about it. Like he's plus size and he's saying this, which makes it look worse to me in my eyes. And it made me think about my own weight. Like, you know what? You need to get it together too. It was just a thought. I never did take any action on doing anything, which is horrible. But I thought about my weight. Like, you need to get yourself together and get your weight under control. After a couple of months of dating, he mentioned going to the gym and eating right. So it brought back the spark in our pre-relationship, I guess you could say. I just thought it was a really great idea. And I thought, you know, this is something that we can do together. We can motivate each other to lose weight, because I, you know, told him myself, like, I would like to lose a couple of pounds too. And it would be nice for, you know, both of us to lose weight. I think that's a great idea. And I was just giving him encouragement. And he was saying how he had lost weight before. I just seen opportunity for the relationship that we were going to have. And I just looked at that as, okay, this is someone I can see myself growing with. I can see us moving forward together. Because I was very unsure after that situation with the chicken sandwich. To be honest with you, I was really not feeling him after that. But when he started to mention the gym, it made me think that I could actually see myself with you. I didn't tell him that, but this is what I was thinking. After a couple of months went by, I felt comfortable enough for him to stay the night at my house. And so I thought this would be fun because he was a really cool guy. I trusted him. After a couple of months, I was like, you know, you want to stay the night at my house? You know, we can hang out. He's like, okay, cool. And so we're talking, we're having a good time, we're watching a movie, we have our snacks. I think we were drinking some wine. We just had a really good time. And so it was time to go to bed. He said, I'll be right back. I'm going to go to the car. I'm going to go get something really quick. He was saying something about sleep or something like that. And I didn't really think too much of it. I was just like, okay, go ahead, I'll leave the door open. Comes back with this machine. And when I see the machine and I think about what he said, because he was explaining what it was that he was going to go get, but I was not really listening. And I asked him, like, what did you say that was again? And he was saying how it helps him breathe. And I'm not sure what it's called when you sometimes stop breathing in the middle of your sleep. Because I don't know the name of it, but whatever it was, that's what he had. And that red flag went back up. I just felt like so you could die in your sleep if you don't have this machine. And I felt like that was something that was a deal breaker for me. I've never seen anything like this before. I've seen it on TV, like watching 600 Pound Life, but I never thought anybody that I would be dating would need this to breathe at night. And so through the night, the machine was on, and I just remember looking at him. He was asleep, and I just remember like looking at him. Even though the machine helped him breathe through the night, I still was worried, like, what if it cut off and then you stop breathing? This is not what I signed up for. I was not expecting this. And I was just watching him through the night, breathing and hearing that machine. It was really hard to sleep. I didn't really sleep good that night. After that, he didn't stay the night again. It was something I didn't know how to handle, so I just thought it was best that we just not talk anymore. So I would just short text him and not really communicate well. And I think he just got the message, and we just eventually stopped talking to each other. Yeah, that's my story of dating a plus size man. Would I date a plus size man now? I wouldn't mind dating a plus size man, but you have to be willing to lose weight. You have to be willing to want to be healthy. Let me know down in the comment section what you think. But I want to thank you guys so much for listening to my story. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. And share this video as well if you did enjoy it. Share it with your friends, family. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.